What's up, everybody? So before I get started with anything right now, um, in the month of June, my last scale reading was 245, right? I lost 10 pounds in that month, okay? July 1st, I started a job, so I was no longer keeping up with my workouts. So right now it's gonna be like it's the first of the month, so I'm gonna weigh myself to see if I was able to sustain that weight without, like eating health. I'm not sure if I was eating healthy. I was eating healthy, but I think I was overdoing my portions, honestly. But yeah, let me go get the scale right now, and let's see. I'm kind of scared, y'all. I'm kind of scared because I did work like that whole month. I'm gonna put you guys down for a little bit, okay? Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay. I gained 2 pounds. 247. Okay. That's not that bad. It's not that bad, but still. Um, that means I wasn't able to sustain the weight with what I was doing. I might need to cut off a little bit of what I'm eating. Yeah, but, yeah. Basically, an update of what I've been doing. I started working, I forgot, I think it was like 2 days before the first day of July. And my schedule was crazy the first 2 weeks. I was given a position the first 2 weeks, right? And then by the end of the second week, I was offered another position. I guess they liked how it worked. So that position is offering me a set schedule, so which is way better. So I'm feeling a lot better. From the first 2 weeks were hell, especially because I'm still doing the job, my cleaning job and everything. Do not want to leave that. Gotta have all the extra income I can get right now. But I am super grateful that I have a job now, because I was literally on the verge of my finances, and that's not cool. It's not cool. I really haven't talked about my life and why I'm in the situation I'm in. I just don't feel like I'm ready. My story is so complicated. There's a lot of twists and turns into it. It's just like, I try to write it, but then it's just like, I get so emotional. And, yeah, you guys. Um, a lot of the reasons, like, okay, so I didn't have a full-time job for like 10 years since I had my son, okay? I haven't had a full-time job. Now I do, right? But there's so many reasons why I didn't get a full-time job so soon or sooner. One of them was because I had an addiction to drugs and alcohol. And the only way I was able to cut it off was by not getting enough money. I had to cut off my habits by lowering my income. So it was a big sacrifice, because every time I get paid, that's the first thing I would want to go spend my money on. I don't know why. It was just, I guess, like a habit I picked up from the people I grew up with. And that's how I stopped it. I had to stop it. I had to learn to like just quit by not having money. Like, yeah, that's one of the main reasons why I've been so down on my finances. And now that I'm a little more focused on where my money should go, I'm like really grateful that I have a job right now. Little by little, I will be paying off my debts and all that stuff without the urge to go get a drink or go get some drugs, because they make me feel good. And now I just feel good being sober, which is amazing, because I no longer seek, what do you call it, enhancements, or what would you say, stimulators, to be someone that I'm not, because that's what drugs and alcohol does to you. It just accelerates a person that you really are not. So yeah, I had very bad experiences, especially with alcoholism, and I don't wish it on. I wish nobody drank. You know, if the world were sober, it would be a lot better. And there's a lot of mental illness going on because of that. You know, it's pretty scary, but I mean, it's such a big problem that, you know, what can we do about it? You know, people do these mental health challenges online, but it's like we don't speak about it. It's like they just keep going and going, and I'm just like, well, what was the point of the challenge? I would like the challenge to be more about like people speaking up about what they're going through, you know? Like, and how do they cope with it? How they cope with life, because life is hard. And yeah, I did not plan this video because I'm just yapping right now. I'm just yapping whatever is coming out of my head. I feel like there is not going to be a perfect time for me to plan a video with the time I have, you know? But I can say that I've been also like during that month that I was starting to post videos, I was going through like menstrual problems, right? During my cycles. And that's because I was not eating right. Now that I'm eating right, my menstrual cycle is back to where it needs to be. Okay, it's not going crazy like it was those 2 months ago. It was very crazy. I was so freaking out. It's crazy what not eating right can do to you. That's why I really love the health advocates that are really pushing the healthy foods that we should be consuming, because it's really important, especially as we age, you guys. It's really important to put elements in our body that are going to enhance us, you know what I mean? That are going to give us energy and, you know, keep us going, won't slouch us and won't give us mental obstructions and stuff like that, you know? You could pretty much say this is my first vlog, you know? I don't have the perfect setting or nothing like that, but here I am. Like I said, I was gonna post my weight within that month, you know? So yeah, I didn't gain too much. It's 2 pounds, which is not a lot, so that's great. That's great because yeah, I'm just not trying to gain any more weight. I was at 220 before the pandemic started, you know? And I want to go back to that, but it like seems like like I don't know, it just seems like once you get older, you don't lose the weight as fast as you were before you were 30 years old. When I was like before my 30s, I feel like the weight came off a lot faster. But this time it's like not that quick, you know? Maybe because I'm not really going that hard too. But I can't. It's just like I have a C-section opening, well, a C-section wound, right? And then like when I put a lot of pressure on it, it seems like it opens. It just starts burning and it hurts. And it makes it so uncomfortable when I work out. So yeah. What else can I say, you guys, on this update video of like maybe some tips on the job that I got. Like if you're like probably like, you know, like, okay, so you know, you see all these people making all this money on YouTube, right? Or like social media, right? And like me, like I'm just getting used to this whole era of technology, right? Because at first I was like, F this, I am not with the